Again, on your website, it says you flipped a coin 10,000 times. I presume to check whether the heads and tails, whether it came up heads and tails.
Yeah, that was to work out how often a coin lands on the edge.
Okay.
And the only research that had been done into this tends to be like the state-of-the-art research that Wikipedia quotes was sliding a coin off a ledge and letting it drop and then seeing what happens.
Yes.
And I was like, that's not flipping it, is it?
No.
So I'm like, I'm going to flip it.
Okay.
So I flipped the coin 10,000 times.
Yeah.
It landed on its edge 7 times.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now slightly out of date because the best coin for landing on the edge was the old £1 coin.
Okay.
You don't get a coin with that kind of ratio of
Yeah, it's thick.
thickness to girth, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's phenomenal. And no longer with us. So I flipped an old style £1 coin 10,000 times, and that was 7 times on the edge. And so any other coin is going to be worse than that.
Okay.
Which is
How long did that take you to?
Took me 3 days. Well spent, if I may.
But there's, again, within the book I read, but also within you've got a YouTube channel where you do lots of crazy stunts and test out mad things. And, and as I think we said in the book club, but I like the fact it's just this, it's just this doggedness of let's take an idea and see where we go with it, even if there's no real... there's no real conclusion to a coin landing on its edge 7 times.
No, not at all.
It's just the fun of
fun
trying
of
something.
You got a message from me today saying, hey, my filming's taken a bit longer than I expected.
Yeah.
I was working on a video about how many items of clothing you'd need to own so you could wear a different outfit every day of the year.
Okay.
And I'd done it all and I worked it out and I was like, I'm pretty sure you can get away with 5 ties. This is if you're a maths teacher.
Yeah.
5 ties, I'm a maths teacher. 5 shirts, 5 socks, which can be considered cheating.
Yes.
And like 3 hats.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, I got to do it. And so today we were filming me wearing all 375 outfits that produces.
Right.
In a sequence. Because I was like, well, you can't just say you get 375 outfits. You got to wear 375 outfits. But we got about 3/4 of the way through.
Okay, and then
we'll pick it up tomorrow.
I hope you remembered which ones you've done.
We wrote down elephant tie, blue socks.
That's still pretty. That's the when you get into statistics, it does turn crazy, doesn't it? Because that sounds like not enough clothes to make.
It does
when but obviously that's with one difference each time, right? So
exactly, you only if you owned 29 bits of clothing, in the correct categories, you could have a different outfit every day of your life.
Yeah.
For like over a century. I mean, you'd have to wear the same size clothes the entire... Anyway, the point is, Combinatorics, which is the study of how you can combine things.
Yeah.
Famously, numbers get very big very quickly.
Yes.
And so to think that for just 29 items of clothing, that's a lifetime supply of combinations.
Yes.
Just blows my mind.
That is.
But you don't understand that until you've had to stand there all day in a film studio changing ties every 5 frames. So
with that, it's a good way, because it's the other one that blows my mind is that if you shuffle a pack of cards, the cards are in order that there's never been before.
Correct. Yep.
Which just seems impossible. You would just think it's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
But it has got to happen sometimes. But it
hasn't. It's nuts. Like the numbers are like, to get across the idea of how big these numbers are is just ridiculous. But what I try to do, like, it's easy to talk about these probabilities, but then until, like, I sat there and shuffled a deck of cards until I could pick 2 at random, and they were both the same face value and same color.
Right.
And you think, well, that's like way more likely than shuffling a whole deck into the correct order.
Yeah.
Like, astronomically more likely. And even then, having to sit there for a day until it happened, you're like, now I get probability. Could you talk about these things where you're like, it's so unlikely it's never happened? People are like, yeah, but it might have. Like, do it a lot. And I'm like, no, I've experienced doing it a lot. Like, it's outrageous. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I've done it. I play a lot of poker, so there's been a lot of cards shuffled into certain numbers. You think there's got to be. Sometimes you get the same cards 2 hands in a row. That's got to be quite unlikely.
That's very unlikely.
Yeah.
I a lot of my friends will send me if they have an unlikely hand.
Yes.
Like I got a photo from a mate of mine a couple of days ago, and they were playing like a 3-card version of poker, and they'd got like all the same suit, like the Royal Flush equivalent.
Yeah.
And so they send me a photo, and I'm like, we work out the odds, and actually it's great. It was impressive.
Yeah.
But it'll happen every now and then.
Yeah.
But if you're just me and you don't think it through, my view on the world is unlikely things happening all the time. Because whenever something unusual happens, people send it to me and say, "What are the odds?" And I'm like, "Well, from my point of view, all the time."
But it is, you know, it's fascinating that I think it's that it's. I think like with poker, you might get 2 aces, 2 hands in a row, and you think, "Oh, I've got the same hand." And the thing with cards, you haven't actually got the same hand.
Yeah,
equivalent,
functionally the same hand.
But
Yeah.
so it does push it out a little bit. But yeah, it's because also within poker, the odds of most things are not that great. You know, you hit something, and it's even if it's 50-1 sometimes, or 40-1 is. It's not that unlikely. People are going, "Oh my god, I can't believe you've hit these 2 cards in a row," and you go, "Well, it's not that
It's
unlikely."
going to happen eventually. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the idea of a pack of cards, because there's 52 of them. I mean, if you leave in the jokers, you're really fucking things up.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
But poker's, I mean, the ordering of the hands is mathematically very accurate, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
And what is it? Is it like 4 of a kind's less likely than a full house?
4 kinds. It's less light. So you score better for 4 of a kind. It always feels like straight and flush are the wrong way around.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them you're like, that doesn't feel right. But you run the numbers, you're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah. This feels like flushes come up a lot, but I think people hang on for flushes more than they hang on for. Within this is Texas Hold'em I'm playing. It's really stupid to hang on for either, really, but it's pretty stupid to hang on for a straight, especially if you're going for the middle card.
Yeah, because the odds of
people.
At least you got both ends.
Yeah, if you got both ends, then there's a bit of a better chance.
Even then,
but I think when you've got four hearts and there's 2 more cards to go, it's quite hard to give that up.
That's a hard thing to walk away from. And you're thinking, wow, there's a 1 in 4, and then a 1 in 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem is with poker, I spend too long thinking about the maths.
Right.
If I looked up and saw the other people sweating or whatever, like I'm not thinking about the meta game at all. I'm like the odds.
I think it's because I play a lot online, so you don't get much of the other stuff.
Yep.
But you do start to get. I'm playing on quite a low level. I've started playing on a pound level, so that I don't waste loads of money. And actually, I've been playing a pound. I've been down to a pound twice, but I've managed to rescue it each time.
Oh, nice.
I've been playing the same pound for about a year and a half.
That's good.
I've got about £100 at the moment.
Okay.
But you sort of recognise when someone's bluffing still quite often.
Even through the screen.
Even through the screen, it's just you can tell from the way they've bet on previous things and the kind of way. If you're paying attention, you can still work out what kind of player they are. But also you go, well, you wouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have done that before. And then, but it's suspicious. But it's an instinct. But I'm not actually, I should be up on the maths of it, but I'm not that up on the maths of it. So I play it quite instinctively. But I think I've played it enough now to have the quite good instincts about the maths.
I had one friend who made a living from playing online poker.
Yeah.
But the problem is, once you really get into the maths, I couldn't tell the difference between that and an admin job.
Exactly that.
Clicking,
because it's also you're just waiting. You're basically playing cash games, I think.
You're waiting
to hit 2 kings, 2 aces, ace king, ace queen, maybe, and then you only play those. And you're playing 7 screens at once, probably.
Yeah, multiple games at once. Did you ever fall down the blackjack kind of card counting?
No, I've never tried that. I mean, my memory's good, and it is. I was like we were talking about that memory palace thing. Yeah. I never quite got because I think because my mind works. My memory must work in a different way than most people's because I can't really visualize.
Yeah.
But I could. I learnt the first page of the New Testament, and a lot of my stand-up routines are about memory feats. And I did, I can link things, and I've got some way of making it work, even though I can't literally see stuff.
Yep.
So I think card counting, it could be something I would possibly. My memory's not as good as it was, but I think it would be something that would have been good. And a lot of it's just counting, right? It is literally counting.
It's adding and subtracting one.
Yeah. So I probably could have done it if I'd wanted to do it, but I played quite a lot of blackjack, but I never did it in that way. It is. We just had one great, when we were in Melbourne, it was me and Lee Mack and Danny Boy, and we stayed in the casino all night.
Right.
And usually that would
I've never done that.
That would usually be, you walk away with, and we all walked away. I had 3,000 Aussie dollars at the end of it. which I then just put in my safe and lived off for that. I got basically the show didn't go
That
very
paid
well,
for the rest of the
but,
run.
but I had like 2-week holiday, and then just from this, everything was just going my way. You know, in the way that like I placed 17 on the roulette wheel. We were leaving, and I had a $25 chip. And I just went to the roulette table and 17 had just come up. I went, oh, that was unlucky. Still put it on 17 and it came up again. So I got another
probability for you. Yeah.
So it was just one of those nights where everything was going their way. And we played blackjack for a while and won. We played poker for a good period of time on a low stakes poker table. And we were drunk, and so we were able to kind of scare off everyone. but it just was a night where everything was winning, and then but that's statistics. Isn't it?
It'll happen. Yeah.
Sometimes,
as long as you're also, I mean, it depends why you're in the game, but as long as you're tracking the nights that don't go like that,
of course,
and you're balancing everything out.
I'm absolutely certain that I've lost monty gambling over my life. So it's a false economy, but it's it's sort of fascinating. I mean, it's that other one of that goes is that it's the thing about if you have a room of 22 people that two of them it's 50-50 that two of them will share the same
23.
birthday. 23 people. So it's that again. People won't believe that that's true.
And it's interesting because the human brain is not naturally good at probability.
No.
So that's why when you say how many people would you need in a room, that it's more likely than not two people share a birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, partly it's human nature to view that question through the lens of how often does someone share my birthday?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're not asking one
exactly.
person. And again, it's combinatorics. Each
Yeah.
time you add one more person, the number of combinations goes up by an even bigger number.
Yeah.
And so the combinations of pairs of people who could match goes up very quickly. And by 23, it's over half the calendar.
Yeah. I mean, if people understood these things better, the world would be a little bit
I
a
would
better
settle
place, do we
for if people appreciated they didn't understand things better.
Okay, fair
then
enough.
that's enough.
We've all had enough experts,
Just
Matt.
knowing what you don't know. Experts.
We've all had enough experts.